all started off with Adrian Lewis beating James Wade 7-5, where James missed 9 darts at a double for a draw. Gary Anderson back on form, winning points. Michael van Gerwen, 123.40 average. And I thought Phil Taylor was going to start with a maximum.
Phil Taylor's averaging 140, Wayne. Phil Taylor's world record televised average, 118.66 from June 2010 at the UK Open against Kevin Painter, removed from the record books. And I don't think there's all that many people who thought it would ever be removed from the record books, but Van Gerwen changed that entire perspective on darts over the last 2 to 3 years with some stultifying averages, and he takes that pole position. People pointed out quite properly, Wayne, that Michael Smith himself averaged 136 in a tour event quite recently. A lot different on the telly though, isn't it, obviously, but it just shows that there's a lot of players who can pop those averages in tour events away from the big stage.
Yeah, that's right. They find their rhythm early, the confidence grows, and you think you can't miss.
55.
Michael van Gerwen showed what he can do. Can Phil take out this 161 to show what he can do? There's not many records that this man doesn't hold. And there's not many records this man is going to have taken off of him. But tonight, Phil Taylor has lost the highest average record. What a performance from Michael van Gerwen. But this is all about Taylor and Chizzy now.
$16 for double for the first leg of this match against Dave Chisnall.
36.
Well, we've got Peter Wright on 6 points, Adrian Lewis 6 points, MVG 6 points. Phil Taylor will be on 6 also if he goes on to win this match.
35, photograph 32.
Double 16. Over the inside, catches the flight that deflects in. First leg, Phil Taylor.
Game on.
Last week defeated Gary Anderson. Performance that I thought, particularly as halfway through he got some double trouble, notably on double 7, which allowed Anderson to get back at levels you devils during the match, but Taylor then just bossed the back end of the game to win. He's played well the last 2 weeks, Phil Taylor.
99.
Very well, very well.
Yeah, 111 average. Week before against James Wade. 6-time champ of this, but missed out on the playoffs last year for the first time ever. Phil Taylor. He's been saying that he wants to put that right, obviously. But he seems to have found the equipment that he likes. He doesn't like them, he loves them.
Will it be touché?
140.
No, it's a fourth 140 for Dave Chisnall.
Begging to be hit again. Oh my. Well, that was a let-off for Dave Chisnall.
81.
He took this out in the last leg last week to earn a draw. Can he do it again? That leaves the bullseye. Wow.
33.
You live near on that, Dave.
141.
Yes. Double 19. Leaves double 12 for Phil Taylor to go 2-0 up with a whopper.
129.
Well, he's had top finishes every night so far in the Premier League, in Leeds, Newcastle and Dublin, but not so far in Aberdeen as Chisnall looks at tops.
Quality finish.
It
was only a little 2-dart combination. It was important. 1 leg apiece. Phil hasn't won this competition, this tournament, since 2012. As Chizzy wraps in his first 180.
13th of the tournament. He was top of the pile last year in the Premier League maximum stakes.
99.
Played brilliant last year, Chizzy, I thought. He starts at a double to beat Gary Anderson in the semi-finals. And who knows what would have happened after that.
93.
Well, he'd have played Michael van Gerwen in the final.
Yes, I'm on about the outcome, you buffoon.
Taylor averaging just under 101 and Dave Chisnall 103.
95.
And Michael van Gerwen's performance tonight has pygmified those averages, if that is indeed a word. Anything now just over 100 is just
Poor.
ordinary.
140.
And that really is mind-boggling in itself.
Yeah.
But that is what he has done to the psyche of anybody playing or watching darts. Brilliant here from Taylor. Magnifique.
171.
Leaves
They require
36 after a
88.
dozen.
60. Ah, double 14. What a visit that is. Little 11 data for Chizzy. And that is a break. Phil Taylor did little wrong.
Yeah, Chisnall went in with the 180 and went out in 11 darts. He started at blistering pace against Michael Smith last week, won the first two legs in no time at all, then got embroiled, ended up finishing 6 apiece. Lost the previous week to Adrian Lewis, having whitewashed Robert Thornton in the first evening's entertainment. So he's been a bit in and out, Dave Chisnall, so far, hasn't he, really?
Yes, indeed.
That is more in than out, though. And so is that. And so is that. As Chisnall rattles in his second maximum in consecutive legs to take command of this darts match.
The last 6 matches between these two, they've shared them 3 apiece.
134.
Look at that, 110. There's 114. It's just ludicrous.
145.
Chisnall averaged 114 last year. Can he build upon that and get higher? Michael van Gerwen has set the bar, we're seeing, with a 1-2-3 average.
That was for a 10-dart leg, and that is consecutive 11-dart legs, regardless of the first miss at double 18. Wow, what a blistering performance here from Dave Chisnall, which is singeing Phil Taylor.
Welcome back to Aberdeen for week 4 of the Premier League. Phil Taylor up against Dave Chisnall. Chisnall with the advantage as we pick up the action in the 5th leg.
Perfect stacking tool. Yes, lovely darts. 2 maximums apiece as Phil Taylor bites back.
Bit of a snatch there from Chizzy.
Well,
they were brilliant. Go on, Phil. 60-66 then.
Oh yes, and it's perfect again, isn't it? To slot and stack. Yes, Phil! Well, he's had a 9-darter in Aberdeen. That was against Kevin Painter. We saw a 9-darter here from Raymond van Barneveld back in the day as well. Another magical moment. Not a flicker. Not a flicker from the 16 times world champ. Well, had he reeled that in, it would have put him on the podium tonight alongside Michael van Gerwen. I think he'd still be in the silver medal position after that world record average. He wants 41. 11 data here. What a standard! This is fantastic. Have you ever seen the light, Wayne? The relentless quality. The world record from Van Gerwen. Two players here averaging 118 and 115. Anderson bouncing around from the big crowds. Noise here in Aberdeen. And goodness me, and even the first game, Lewis against Wade was blistering stuff.
The last three legs have all been won in 11 darts. What has happened here? How big is that treble?
Well, you see, Phil Taylor's old world record was 118.66.
That was just... That was so 30 minutes ago.
Well, wouldn't it be incredible if Phil Taylor set a new personal best this evening?
Phil Taylor last year in the Premier League somehow managed to lose a game to Raymond van Barneveld with 115 average. He couldn't do it again, could he?
137. David
Full Bull, 32. Champagne shot, treble 19 for Bull. Nope. So, Phil Taylor looking here to hit at least one treble 19 to get a chance to level the match.
Another. Double six. This is obscene. This is outrageous. This is literally unbelievable darts from all kinds of players tonight. All of them. There has not been a player that has walked up on that stage and underperformed. It's one of the best nights I can remember.
No, forget that, Wayne. It is the best night of Premier League darts ever in terms of quality. The tournament commenced in 2005. And there has never been a night like this. I refuse to accept otherwise. As Chisnall goes barrelling in, pouring on.
Oh dear, what a game, what a sport!
It's a game, all right, isn't it? Van Gerwen with a world record average, easy to remember, 123.4. And these two, wow. Dear me.
Before Michael had that average, the highest Premier League average was 117.35. These two are both knocking on the door of it. What? It's just one of those. They all see each other. Oh!
There we go.
Yeah.
Deary me, he leaves 124. So as you said, Wayne, 11 darters. There was 3 11 darters, wasn't there, on the trot, and then the 12 darter from Phil Taylor in the last leg, and there could be another 12 darter here from the power if he can clean up this 124.
Took out a 1-2-6 in the previous leg. Doesn't need to take out the 1-2-4. You don't need to go for the ball. Single 18.
92.
Well, even amongst the hullabaloo, the pragmatist power looking to pounce on double 16 to put him back in front, and amongst all the scoring and stratospheric averages, there's 2 points to be won here, important 2 points as well in the Premier League table. Phil Taylor looking to edge back in front for the first time since he led 1-0, and the power pounces. He's 3-1 down, remember, 4-3 up now.
Just one of those nights, folks, where they're all at it. They're all at it, I tell ye! That's the 9th 180 in this match. We're in the 8th leg. 5 for Chizzy, 4 for Philip Douglas-Taylor.
Well, good luck.
140.
Peter Wright and Robert Thornton. We've got to follow this. And that's perfect again from the power.
140. 14.
I think if I had to follow this, I'd have just left the building about now.
So would most of the crowd if you were following it, Wayne.
That's very good.
Yeah. Oh, lovely setup here from Chisnall. Perfect. Oh, just slid outside the outer ball, which was what he was looking for, but still, nevertheless, leaves 53, two-dart combination, which, once more, Wayne, is for an 11-dart finish, potentially, from Dave Chisnall. That would be his third 11 darts of the night.
They require 53.
Tops.
No
messing. 4 legs apiece.
Game on.
There's been a breaker throw for both players, so we're just still on throw. No big shakes. What is the story of this game? Both averaging 115.
125.
Quite amazing.
Absolutely mind-boggling evening of darts, the like of which we have never seen before, and the like of which we may never see again until Michael van Gerwen toes the hockey next Thursday.
It's one of those. I was there. I was in Aberdeen when it all happened.
60.
4 each then. 9 maximums in the match. A 1-2-6 outshot from Phil Taylor as well. 9 darts are threatened by Phil Taylor.
He's just slowed down that bit.
41.
He needs to pick it up because the first dart just not thrown with the same rhythm as a leg or so ago. 54, Phil, or you're going to stay there? What do you fancy? 20 for tops.
98.
Another brilliant leg.
Well, they'll be coming back for the top of the shop to go back in front in this match. And he's going to have plenty of time. This is no pressure on Phil Taylor here. To edge back in front in this thriller. 5-4 to the power.
Sounds like it's safe to drill first. Game on.
This is a real big point for Chizzy, because he's not played particularly well the last 4 or 5 visits. He's got to put that right.
100.
Phil will feel that he can kick on from here.
He's got 1 win in 4 attempts in the Premier League over Phil Taylor.
55.
He won one last year,
Yes.
out of the 2, so he knows what it's like to beat Phil on the big stage. Of course, the World Championships a few years ago got the better of the power. But it was a real good visit from Dave Chisnall. Just put a bit of daylight between him and Phil.
140.
Well, puts Chisnall 111, Taylor 114. Give or take 5 ticks. And the first start from Phil Taylor has been perfect so many times, and the stacking. Well, this time he wants to switch. Had to switch.
127.
Had to switch. Couldn't. I'm sure he would have hit it, but he's got his counting spot on this time, just in case he hit the single 20.
Yeah. And it's given him a possible
87.
out.
Phil Ricard, 167.
60, 57 ball. It's quite simple for a point. Wow. He's working his way up to the treble and eventually gets there.
David Ricard, 40.
For 5 apiece, tops.
Key moment this.
Good dart.
Crucial dart for Dave Chisnall.
11th leg is Phil to throw first.
Really was, wasn't it? Because had he been poking around on double 10, last dart in hand, and then missed, and Chisnall would have been sweating then because Taylor on a 2-darter. So that was an important moment in the match.
Well, now the pressure flip-flop straight to Phil. He's got a hole to guarantee a point. This is always the dodgy part of the game. When you're chasing, when you're throwing second, you're thinking, right, if I can break now, and what better way to start? Come on, let's see a 9, Dave.
In this match, we're in the 11th leg. You do the math. No 9. 9.
100.
116.39. Wow.
Brilliant darts from Phil Taylor once more to lead a 2-darter after 9 on any other darting date in the calendar. He'd be raving about this performance, but everything plays second fiddle to Van Gerwen's world record tonight. Everything. Double 16, and he will not lose. Got a hit. Yes, and Phil Taylor will not lose tonight in Aberdeen. 6-5 to Phil Taylor.
Dave Chisnall last week rescued a point by going out in 11 darts against Michael Smith. He's going to need something similar here, you feel, to get another draw. It's a perfect dart for Phil.
Can he finish with the perfect leg of darts?
140.
Can he? Well, we're all thinking the same thing. We're all thinking, can Phil Taylor say, don't you forget about me, I can still play on this night of nights in Aberdeen?
Could this
60.
be the time we see our first 9-darter since 2012 in the Premier League? Treble 20. I thought it was going. I did. I just thought it was one of those nights, one of those times.
100.
Well, twice he's gone 6/9 of the way there. But Chisnall knows if he doesn't go out on 164, Phil Taylor is ready to pick up the points. Another treble 9. Oh! Tough, tough, tough. Tough. Yeah, he's unlucky. He's very unlucky. It denies him a dart at ball and may cost him his point. To win here, Phil Taylor wants double 16.
Then you are 50.
Not happy. Dave Chisnall had the bounce out of the 57. You kind of feel he deserves to get a shot here somehow. Tops for a draw. Wasn't up to it. Clearly lacked composure there.
A chance that Phil Taylor thought may not come. Chisnall's has come and gone. Phil Taylor wants double 8 for a third win in 2016 in the Premier League. And Phil Taylor wraps it up with a 115 average, 7 maximums and a 126 outshot. Some performance from Phil Taylor, who makes it 3 wins out of 4.